Yo, this is wild. Like, I'm literally right now working on this draft grade and review video. Like, these past couple of weeks I've been watching film and getting my notes together, but right now I'm actually organizing it, getting all of the visual stuff you see together and all of my notes organized so I can present it and everything. So that's literally the only thing stopping it right now. But then I look and Quinton Dunbar and Deandre Baker, Quinton Dunbar, cornerback of the Seahawks, Deandre Baker, cornerback of the Giants. Really the only connection between the two is that they're both from Miami, so maybe that's their connection. That's why they hang out, I guess, during this quarantine and stuff. They should be inside quarantine. But apparently, an arrest warrant has been issued for both of them for 4 counts of armed robbery with a firearm and 4 counts of aggravated assault with a firearm. And the incident apparently occurred May 13th. So they've known about this long. So this happened like yesterday and they've just been sweating bullets since this whole time, waiting for the news to come out or something. I don't know. But I want to just talk about this real quick. Let's go ahead and let's get it. Alright, so this is wild. I know Redskins fans are gonna find a way to laugh at this because we just traded away Quinton Dunbar and then this happened. And as far as Deandre Baker, he's on the Giants, so that's a rival that we play twice a year. But at the end of the day, this is really sad because it's just like, we're millionaires. Like, I don't even understand how you had this much money and you're doing this. But when you look into the situation, it's even dumber once you figure out what happened. So apparently, according to police, and I'm reading just straight off of what it says, the two men were partying in Florida, okay, so that makes sense, on May 13th, which is yesterday, when things took a disturbing turn. Cops say Baker and Dunbar were allegedly hanging at a cookout, playing cards and video games when an argument broke out and Baker whipped out a semi-automatic firearm. Cops say the men began to rob party guests, with Dunbar assisting and taking watches and other valuables at the direction of Baker. At one point, cops say Baker directed a third man who was wearing a red mask to shoot someone who had just walked into the party. But fortunately, nobody was actually shot. Law enforcement says the men made out with more than $7,000 in cash, valuable watches including an $18,000 Rolex watch and a $25,000 hub lot, and a pricey Audemars Piguet timepiece.
You what?
That is crazy. I mean, so apparently they're both in Florida. First of all, y'all both Southern. Y'all gotta represent the South better than that. Especially, you know, Miami. I don't have nothing to do with Miami, but I know they're over there shaking their head over this one. But y'all are millionaires, so this makes absolutely no sense. But it's even dumber the fact that this wasn't even like a planned thing. First of all, Deandre Baker, who went to Georgia, sadly, so I'm gonna have to go ahead and take that L with him. And I know the Giants are super sad because they just spent a first-round pick on him in the 2019 draft. But apparently, first of all, he went to this party with a gun. You shouldn't be anywhere when you're an NFL player that you feel like you need to take a gun with you. I understand having them in the house, but you shouldn't be going to events where you really feel like you need to even have a gun on you. But apparently an argument broke out, and then apparently Deandre Baker took the lead and Dunbar was just being the little henchman on the side. Like, Deandre Baker pointed at somebody and Quinton Dunbar would just go take whatever that is. It seems like Deandre Baker was leading it, like the main evil bad guy. And Deandre Baker would point to somebody and say what Dunbar needed to do, and Dunbar would do it or whatever. And this is just wild because it says that somebody almost got shot, which would have made this situation way worse. And I'm just so confused as to how this ended up happening. I need a documentary on this. I need a 30 for 30 or something because I just need to know. We need way more details. I have to know why this happened. I mean, y'all are millionaires. Why are y'all robbing people? I know it was more than likely ego. It was an argument and y'all robbed them just to be petty or whatever. And y'all technically didn't need the money, but just why are we being so ignorant right now, man? Ever, period. But like, quarantine, you should be at home. I'm one of the people that literally hasn't left my neighborhood. The only time I leave the house is take my dog on the walk, to take Brody on a walk. So I'm not understanding this situation, not even one bit. I don't even know why they're at an event with multiple people just showing up, people that they don't even know, first of all. And then on top of y'all breaking quarantine, y'all out here robbing people, millionaires. Face clearly showing at a party, go from chilling to ignorant.
I just don't get it. It making no sense to me.
And the Giants have already addressed it. They said, we are aware of the situation. We have been in contact with Deandre. We have no further comment at this time. I bet they don't. What do you say about this? Has this ever happened before? Has this ever been a thing in NFL history? This is crazy though. We just traded Quinton Dunbar away for a fifth, and it was debates about whether or not it was worth it, but now it's a free fifth because the poor Seahawks, I can't even laugh at them in the situation because this is not their fault at all, but now they just gave away a fifth for nothing. And I've already seen the jokes on Twitter. The Redskins traded Quinton Dunbar for a fifth. Now Quinton Dunbar is pleading the fifth and all types of jokes like that. I'm already seeing that popping up. But this situation is just crazy, and I'm just a little too disappointed to even laugh at this situation. Honestly, I'm just like, come on now, y'all. Like, come on, dog. Like, come on.
Come on, son.
Y'all millionaires, man. Nobody should be doing this, especially not y'all. Robbery is bad, period. But when it's millionaires robbing people, I mean, like I said, for you to even be at an event that you feel like you even need to take a pistol for, you shouldn't even be in that area. I know you from Miami and all of that, but like, if you feel like you gotta take your pistol somewhere, you more than likely shouldn't be going there in the first place. It's literally that simple. But man, Stephen A said it best.
We have been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
And I know we can try to go with innocent until proven guilty, but this is looking really dark for them. And if all of these reports are true, the information that we've gotten so far, y'all are some real boneheads for this one, man. There's no excuse. Y'all will be banished from the NFL. And y'all are more than likely going to jail for a while. So I just don't understand how y'all felt this was worth it. I know most of the time when people are hot-headed and they're in the moment, they don't think about the consequences in the future, but this was just a terrible idea. And Quinton Dunbar, I'm still on your head because it just, from the reports, it sounds like not only were you doing the bad stuff, but you were just following the leader with it. So you just super look bad right now. And y'all have families to make proud. I mean, Quinton Dunbar has a daughter, so this was just like bad in every way you could look at it. I'm so clueless right now. Alright, so after doing more research, it's also saying that there are conflicting reports from witnesses about whether Dunbar was armed with a gun. Some say he was, others say he was not. Also, which is very interesting now, is that this actually seemed planned.
What do you mean? How?
This was not just some spur of the moment, get mad and start robbing everybody thing. This was definitely pre-planned. It's reported that Baker and Dunbar at a party a few days earlier in Miami lost around $70,000 worth of money gambling. They had lost the money in high-stakes card games and other forms of gambling. And then they were gambling again May 13th, and then an argument broke out, and Baker allegedly flipped the table and busted out his gun. They said peace. Nobody calls it a piece no more. He busted out that 5. That's what he did. According to the cops, some people at the party believe it was a planned robbery because when the 3 men were done taking valuables, there were 3 getaway cars strategically positioned to expedite an immediate departure. Man, they wanted to be Trevor Lamar and Michael so John Brown bad. What's wrong with you? FYI, the alleged getaway cars were a Lamborghini, Mercedes-Benz, and a BMW.
What?
Only in GTA and Fast and Furious are people pulling up with expensive cars to rob people of petty money. The arrest warrants have been issued, but neither player is in custody currently. Yo, that's wild. But again, if I come out with more news, I'll report it, but this is all we have so far. This is crazy, bro. Please get in them comments and let me know how y'all feel about the situation. Y'all can fire off jokes if you want to. Just have at it. But I'm about to get back to this video because I really want to go ahead and get this draft review and grade and analysis and everything. Just, you know, as a preview for each player, including undrafted free agents, I'm breaking down their strengths, then their weaknesses. Then I give their ceiling a rating and I explain it. I give their floor a rating, then I explain it. And then I give a 2020 projection on how I feel they'll be used and what they'll do in 2020. And I'm doing that for each player, including undrafted free agents, whether or not I feel like they'll make the roster, all of that type of stuff. So I'm getting right back to that. And y'all just get in them comments and let me know how y'all feel about everything. Man, they wanted to be Bonnie and Clyde so bad. Or if y'all don't sit home and watch film, I just don't get it. Nah, I'm lost. I can't even comprehend the ignorance behind it. Please subscribe if you haven't. Please like the video if you learned anything, if you liked it. And I appreciate the support. I'll catch y'all later. I'm out.